Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen, and today's video is a reading vlog. But first, before we roll back the clips of me reading some great books over the past 2 weeks, I want to make a couple of announcements. Today is my Booktube birthday. I have officially been on YouTube for 1 whole year. On this day, June 14th, 2020, I uploaded my Booktube newbie tag, and my dream of becoming a booktuber came true. And so many great things have come from Booktube over this past year that I just did not expect at all. I just wanted to have a space where I could come on here and talk about books and share my love for books with other people who love books, as I don't have many people to talk and gush about books with in my actual life. But what I did not expect was 2.5K subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I can't wait for this channel to continue to grow and for me to connect with y'all on more levels. I also did not expect to meet the best 3 people ever on the internet, Jaleesa, Mel, and Christine. They have, as y'all know, been there for me through it all ever since we connected, and I love them with my entire heart. As I reflected on my past year on Booktube, I am very happy with what I've done, as I've said before, and I want to do more. I want to be more present in the community. I want to put myself out there more and put out more content for you guys. So I thought the best way to do this was to go ahead and create a Patreon, which I'm very excited about and a little nervous about, but mainly excited because I can't wait to share with y'all the exciting content that I have planned for my patrons. Please do not feel like you have to subscribe to my Patreon page, because I will still be here on YouTube uploading videos once a week and having occasional reading sprints and things like that. I just want a space where I can connect with a small group of people on there, where we can chat with each other, get to know each other better, and our reading tastes better. I have a lot of fun things that I have planned for my Patreon, including some extra videos, monthly buddy reads, and the most exciting to me are the monthly challenges that I'm going to have, either monthly or bi-monthly, depending on what we decide we want our challenge to be. So if you're looking for more content from me, please consider joining my Patreon. The link will be down below. If you decide to become a patron of mine, you will be part of the coffee club. Go ahead and choose the size of your coffee, grab a book, and join the fun. I have one more announcement to make. I am officially on Bookstagram. It's been a whole year of me being on Booktube, and I continually have to say, no, I'm not on Bookstagram. I just have a Twitter account and a YouTube account. So I think a year is long enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and make my Bookstagram account. So feel free to follow me there, as well as my Twitter. Both of those accounts will be linked down below, so go ahead and check those out if you want to. So yeah, happy 1 year to me. Happy 1 year to y'all for being part of my crew and supporting me, especially those who have been there since day 1. I truly appreciate all the support that you have been giving me throughout this year, and let's just continue to be great, y'all. Announcements are done and over with, and now we're gonna roll those clips of my reading vlog. Today is Friday, May 28th. It's going to be a long weekend. Memorial Day is on Monday, so I have the next 3 days off from work and some exciting plans for this weekend. Tomorrow is one of my line sister's birthdays, and so all of us are gonna go down to San Diego, and we're gonna spend the weekend with her and celebrate her birthday. So I definitely wanted to start this reading vlog before that trip so that I can, get some footage and put that in a little montage or something so y'all could see the type of things that we did during our weekend. In my last vlog, I read The Cost of Knowing by Brittany Morris and Legend Born by Tracy Dion. And as I mentioned in that vlog, I want to keep that momentum going of me reading and getting back into the flow of things. So I just thought, why not just continue doing reading vlogs and take y'all along with me while I'm reading all these books and getting my momentum back for reading physical books. In my last reading vlog, I also realized that I kind of had an unintentional theme going on with it, because in The Cost of Knowing and in Legend Born, there's talk of family and ancestors and staying connected to your roots. And I just didn't put 2 and 2 together when I was filming my vlog. I don't know why, but rewatching it and editing, I was like, yeah, that definitely was a theme in both of these books. And so for this week, I was like, why not do another themed type reading vlog, And if you can kind of look in my corner over there and see the books that are laying there, you might have already kind of guessed what theme I'm going for. And that is going to be witches, because this week I'm going to be reading Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco and A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. Kingdom of the Wicked has also been a book that's been on my TBR for a few months now, ever since it came out at the end of last year. And I'm so ready to finally get to it and see what all the hype is all about around this book. Carrie Maniscalco is also the author of the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, which I still haven't read yet either. I have the first book and I'm going to get to it soon, but I haven't yet read that series. So this is going to be my very first Carrie Maniscalco piece of work. In this one, we are following two twin sisters, Emilia and Vittoria, who are witches, and they live secretly among humans. One night, Vittoria misses dinner at her family restaurant, and soon Emilia finds her twin sister dead and murdered. And so Emilia sets out to find her sister's murderer, and in the process, Emilia taps into dark magic, and she joins forces with one of the princes of hell, who she has been warned against ever since she was a child, but she thinks they're on the same side. For A Discovery of Witches, I really don't know what this book has been about, but of course I'll provide updates once I start reading this book and start to get into the plot and the characters of the story. I do plan on starting with Kingdom of the Wicked and then moving on to A Discovery of Witches. So before I get into some serious reading, I do plan on working on my bullet journal for June because I've been kind of slacking with that, and I want to make sure that I'm back on track for June and onward, so that when I start school in August, I'm used to the flow of having a journal and setting time aside at the end of the month to prepare for the next month. Being more intentional with my plans and all that kind of stuff, which is the point of the bullet journal, is to be more intentional with what I'm doing on a daily and on a weekly and on a monthly basis. So I just want to make sure that I have that going in with me to my master's program. So I'm going to hop into some journaling, and then I'm going to watch some basketball. And then I'm spending the night at one of my line sisters' house tonight so we can prepare for the drive down to San Diego in the morning. And yeah, hopefully I get some reading done this weekend. I'm not too sure how much is going to get done given my activities and my plan for this weekend, but I still wanted to start this vlog before the weekend happens so that I could still do some filming and just show y'all San Diego and what we do this weekend. I hope that everyone watching this had a great week and that they also have fun plans for the weekend, and if they have Monday off, that they're doing something fun or they're just relaxing at home with family or friends and having a splendid weekend. I will talk to y'all very, very soon. So honestly, I'm a terrible vlogger, I'm a terrible booktuber, all that. Like, just take away everything because it's been a week since I've last updated this vlog, a week since I've been to San Diego, and it's just awful. Like, I'm so sorry, but I'm back now. I'm ready to vlog again. I really hope that this coffee brewing in the background isn't too loud, or else like this is a waste of a clip. Okay, so it wasn't too loud and it's done brewing, so we're all good here. But I just wanted to give a quick update on my progress of Kingdom of the Wicked. I have just made it to page 100. I really haven't done much reading since my trip to San Diego because I was like filming my TBR, editing that, and working and stuff, so it was a pretty busy week for me. But today's Saturday and I don't have any work. Today's my Nana's birthday, so I'm gonna go hang out with her a little bit later in the day. But it's about 11 in the morning right now, and I just brewed my coffee, and I'm going to hopefully finish Kingdom of the Wicked today. That's my plan, that's my goal. If I don't finish it today, then hopefully I'll finish it by tomorrow, because if you've seen my June TBR video, which you should watch, I have a lot of awesome books on there, and so I need to get reading. But a quick update on Kingdom of the Wicked. Again, I'm absolutely loving this book. I mentioned it in my TBR video, but this is giving what it's supposed to give. The vibes are immaculate in this book, and I just love the setting. Carrie Maniscalco does a wonderful job writing scenery, describing the senses that are going on in each scene, like what you're supposed to hear and smell and see. She does a great job with that. She does a wonderful job with banter. The banter between Emilia and Wrath, the Prince Demon, is probably my favorite part of this book so far in the first 100 pages. I truly think that this could be like a movie, you know, like a suspenseful movie or something, because I truly feel like I'm in this book, and I truly feel like I can see and smell everything that Carrie Maniscalco is describing in her writing. So I'm absolutely loving it here. Like, for example, in one of the scenes, Emilia is summoning a demon. She's in this cave, like by the water, and then all of a sudden the water just goes silent. And then bats come in, and so Emilia screams and she drops the blood and everything. I'm just like, I really can see this happening. So that's always a good thing in a book. The point of a good book is that the reader feels as though they're connecting with the characters, with everything that's going on, but that they also can picture themselves in the scenes and stuff. And so this book is definitely giving that. So yeah, my plan is to definitely drink this iced coffee and get amped up, because this coffee machine is really doing its job. I really be awake with this coffee machine. Like, my mom just bought this iced coffee machine for me, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm using the vanilla syrup. You can see it's almost gone because I've been drinking this every day. Like, I'm truly addicted, and my siblings are kind of worried about me because they're like, you're on 10 right now, your energy level needs to be brought down. And I'm like, no, I love this feeling. But I'm also like, I'd rather be addicted to caffeine than other things, you know? So I truly am not worried about this coffee addiction that I have. It's just part of life. So if you're looking for a good iced coffee machine, I definitely recommend the Mr. Coffee machine. It does what it has to do. It comes with a tumbler. It's very easy. It tells you where to fill the water up, where to fill your ice up, and it drips on down, and then you're able to put in your syrup of choice and then your milk. And I don't even put sugar in it because the syrup is already sugary enough, so I don't even need all that. So I'm truly excited to get some reading done today because I don't work today. I work tomorrow, but that's besides the point, because we're going to focus on today and focus on all the reading progress I am about to make. So I will talk to y'all very, very soon. I've got my book and I'm about to eat some IHOP. So honestly, it's a vibe, okay? I'm doing some planning for my Booktube future, and that's just super exciting too. Like, man, this has been a great day so far. I've got my buttermilk pancakes on deck with bacon, eggs, and hash browns to top it off. Like, yes. Hi, I am back with another update. And yes, again, it has been a few days since my last update. I'm like holding up my phone right now and I'm resting my elbow on this couch. If this camera is moving a bunch during this update, I sincerely apologize, because my arm is gonna get tired, because I feel like this is going to be a pretty lengthy update given I haven't updated in a few days. So the last day I updated y'all was this past Saturday, and I was like, it's my Nana's birthday and I don't work, so I'm gonna read a bunch and finish up Kingdom of the Wicked. Yeah, I didn't finish Kingdom of the Wicked. I'm still reading this dang book and I need to finish it. So literally, if I don't finish this book today, like, I'm just going to quit YouTube. Y'all will never hear from me again because I obviously don't know how to read. But I sincerely believe, and I better finish this book today. It's currently 11 a.m. on a Wednesday. And yes, I work today, but I don't work until 7:30 p.m. So I'm kind of working the swing shift tonight. So yes, I'm going to be up all night. But in the meantime, I have plenty of time to read, and it's literally not that long. Like, it's just over 300 pages. And I'm almost 200 pages into this book. So I only have less than halfway of this book to read left. So this really shouldn't take me that long. We all know that I'd be reading these books fairly quickly during readathons. I mean, at least I read a whole book during a readathon. So I can do that in 6 hours, read less than one book in 6 hours. It's not that I'm not enjoying this book, which is why it's taking me so long. Like, again, I'm really enjoying Kingdom of the Wicked. I'm loving all these updates, and I just want to immerse myself in this world so that I can enjoy it more, spend more time with these characters, and stop taking freaking breaks. And again, I still have to go to work, but luckily, for once I'm saying luckily, it's the night shift. I usually don't like working night shifts because I'd be tired, obviously, but today, I'm actually grateful that it's a night shift. But before I get reading, there are definitely a few updates I wanted to tell you guys about that have developed over the past couple of days while I haven't been vlogging. Firstly, I bought 2 new bookmarks, and they're absolutely cute. I love them so much. And boom, let me give you a close-up view of them. We have this book, and these bookmarks are from Seasonal Pages. I will link the website and everything so you guys can check out the bookmarks. And I also leave a referral code down below so you can get 10% off your order. So this is one of the bookmarks I got. It's like a man in front of a bookshelf reading a book. And not only do I think that's very cute, you know, a man who reads, but it's just a nice bookmark overall, you know? And then the other one I got was this very stunning bookmark of a Black girl reading in front of a tree, like at a park or something. Like, yes, in a very cute pink dress, looking very summery. And the texture of these bookmarks are very like thick. They're not a paper texture, so they're not gonna like rip. So I really like the material of these bookmarks as well. This is what the back of the bookmarks look like. They're very cute too. So yeah, I'm gonna leave all that information down below so you can check out their bookmarks. They're absolutely stunning. And we always love to support Black owned businesses. Some other updates, I'm actually reading 2 other books right now. We all think this is just reading Kingdom of the Wicked and just not reading anything else. I'm actually reading 2 other books right now, but they're like audiobook form. Driving to and from work or whenever I'm in the car and I don't feel like listening to music, I definitely always have an audiobook ready to go. So one of those books is the 5th book in the Vampire Academy series, Spiritbound. I have been slowly making my way through rereading the Vampire Academy series because I don't remember anything that happens from those books. And I will be reading the Accompany series. I think it's Bloodlines is the title of the series. So I'm gonna read that next after I finish Vampire Academy. So I am on book 5, Spiritbound, and I only have like 2 more chapters left in that book. So I think I'm going to just knock that out quickly before I even get back into Kingdom of the Wicked so I can just, you know, have a book finished. And yeah, I mean, Vampire Academy is that series. It's definitely one of the classics of Booktube and of a reader. Yes, there was a movie. I really liked the movie, if I can remember it correctly. I saw the movie in the theaters and I was so happy because I just love a book to movie or TV show adaptation. Like, how could you not want to go and check it out, you know? So I'm sad that they didn't continue those movies, but I have heard that Vampire Academy is becoming a TV show. So I think that's going to be a better route for these books anyway, because there's just so much that goes on. We need to see everything live and in person on the TV screen, you know? But this 5th book is actually pretty good. I like this one way more than the 4th book. The 4th book definitely was not my favorite, and I was kind of just like, I'm ready for it to be over. But book 5, Spiritbound, has definitely picked up the stakes and everything. Especially these last 2 chapters, a big reveal just happened, and I'm just like, oh shoot, like what is gonna happen, you know? So I feel like Rochelle does a really good job with her endings of the Vampire Academy books. They're always very exciting and plot twisty and everything like that. So that is something I do appreciate about the Vampire Academy series in general. And I cannot wait to be done with it so then I can have that series completed and move on to Bloodlines. Now, the other book that I'm listening to, an audiobook, was kind of just like picked on a whim. I was like, I'm in the mood for a thriller, and I just recently bought this book in person, and I planned on reading it like physically, but again, I was in the car and I needed an audiobook, so I was like, I'm just gonna pop this sucker on. And that is The Silent Patient. And I'm just over 200 pages into this book, so I have this much left of the book. So I'm pretty much almost done with this book already. This is a really fast read in my opinion, and it's engaging and interesting. So if you don't already know what The Silent Patient is about, we're following Alicia Brinson and her husband Gabriel. And one night, Alicia comes home, shoots her husband in the face 5 times, and then she goes silent. We never hear a word from her ever again. And she's shipped away to some psychiatric unit called The Grove in North London. A criminal psychotherapist by the name of Theo hears about Alicia's story and is immediately interested and wants to help her out. So he gets a job at The Grove, and it's his mission to get Alicia to speak. So yeah, I've always been interested in this book since I heard about it, and I've heard mixed reviews about this book because some people really loved it. Some people were just like, it was okay. So I'm finally able to read it and get my own opinion about it. And because the same author just released a new book, I think it's called The Maidens, and I wanted to read his debut novel before I go into his next one. So I was like, let me get on The Silent Patient right now so that I can read his next book. I really am enjoying this book so far. Obviously, we're not hearing much from Alicia, like obviously, right? Because she's silent. And I don't know why I didn't form that connection. I thought we would hear more of Alicia's voice. And I mean, we are getting some of her story through her diary that she's writing in. And so sometimes, like throughout the book, we're given a couple of entries of her journal. But mainly the main voice of this novel is from Theo, the psychotherapist. And I'm like, sometimes what he's talking about is very interesting. He's trying to figure out what happened with Alicia and Gabriel and, you know, why she's not talking, trying to get her to speak or whatever. And sometimes I'm really interested in the current scene and listening to the different stories of Alicia's family, friends, and etc. who he's talking to figure out what happened. Other times, like with Theo and his wife, Kathy, and they're having their issues or something, I'm like, I don't really care about that. Like, I don't feel like that's necessary for this book. I mean, I get why it's there, but I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't really needed. And those are the chapters where I kind of lose interest in this book. But overall, I still am very interested in this book because at the end of the day, I want to know why this girl's not talking. I want to know what happened. Why did she go mute? And is she going to speak by the end of this book and like go off and go crazy? Like, I don't know. A woman kills her husband and then goes mute, like literally does not say anything. Not even hello, good morning, my name's Alicia. Like, she's just all day, every day. I'm currently in part 3, I think, of the book, and we're getting a bunch of her journal entries right now. So I'm really interested to see what we're finna learn from this woman's journal. Last announcement. Oh my gosh, I told y'all this was gonna be a long update because I've been terrible and I haven't been vlogging like I'm supposed to. Look what came in the mail the other day. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I'm so excited for this book because if you watch my June TBR, you know it's on my June TBR, so I need to read it this month. It's my book of the month pick, or it was my add-on for June. My book of the month pick was Instructions for Dancing, which also came, but I am such a nice sister and I let my sister read it first because she's not home right now. She went to visit our mom and she was like, I wish I had another book to bring with me. And I was like, here, read Instructions for Dancing. And she was like, okay. So I don't have it with me currently, but that book came too. So I'm so excited for these 2 books to read this month. I've been talking for like 15 minutes right now and I do not like talking for that long. Like, I'm low-key out of breath and I have to keep on like because I can't breathe. I'm talking too much. But also it could be this coffee that I'm drinking. I'm pretty hyper right now because coffee. I'm so ready to finish up first Spirit Bound. I'm going to finish that up and then I'm going to finish Kingdom of the Wicked because this is disgusting how long it's taking me to read that book. I will definitely continue to update this vlog throughout the day and let y'all know when I finish up these books. I did it. I finally finished Kingdom of the Wicked and this book is definitely getting 5 stars for me. Wow. The entire book was just wow. But that ending, wow. Okay, like I need book 2 right now. And I think the second book comes out in October. So I don't have too long to wait to read the next book. But guys, this is your sign to pick up Kingdom of the Wicked. If you haven't done so already, you will not be disappointed. This book was amazing. Like seriously, this book has definitely made it into my favorite books ever. And I will not shut up about the ending because it's so powerful. Just something that you were not expecting at all. I didn't expect this book to end the way it did, but I'm happy it did because now the second book is going to be that much more interesting and fun. And maybe it's going to be even better than this book. I don't know, but we shall find out in October. I'm so happy I read this book, guys. All right, y'all, I'm back to wrap up this vlog. As y'all can see, a lot of things done happened in this weekly vlog. I went to San Diego. I finished up 2 books this week. I read Kingdom of the Wicked this week, and I finished up Spirit Bound by Rochelle Mead, the 5th book in the Vampire Academy series. series. Along with that, I got over halfway through The Silent Patient. No, I didn't get to A Discovery of Witches, so there goes my whole witches reading vlog theme, but definitely will be reading that soon. I think I want to read Ace of Spades next just because I'm so excited for that book, but possibly after Ace of Spades, I will read Discovery of Witches. Stay tuned because your girl is going to continue to do reading vlogs. But quickly, my overall thoughts on the 2 books that I did finish this week. As y'all saw in my last clip, I'm giving Kingdom of the Wicked 5 out of 5 stars. I loved this book and I cannot wait for book 2 to come out in October. If you have been hesitant to read Kingdom of the Wicked for whatever reason, I say go ahead and do it because I wasn't disappointed, and so I don't think you'll be disappointed, and I hope you're not disappointed with reading Kingdom of the Wicked. Just everything about this book was to die for, from the scenery, from the banter, from the characters themselves. I loved Amelia's character and seeing her character development go through many stages, you know, from having a twin sister and just being the more safe twin and not really adventurous, reading her books and such. Us. And then after her sister is murdered, you just see the change in her personality because she just needs to figure out who killed her sister. And even within that flip in personality, she just has so many ups and downs. And I think Carrie Maniscalco writes the theme of grief really well, you know, because not everybody deals with grief the same way. And she depicts many avenues of how people might go through grief depending on their personality and who they are. This is an urban fantasy. I love urban fantasy, if you don't already know, because it's set in our real world, but there's magic and witches and demons like running around with regular people, you know, like I think that's really cool. I loved the setting of this book, and the incorporation of food and smells was really vivid and clear. I truly have nothing bad to say about this book. 5 out of 5 stars for sure. I ended up giving Spiritbound 4 out of 5 stars. It was actually one of the more enjoyable installments of the series in my opinion. It was pretty fast paced and went from one part to the next. Rose Hathaway is not my favorite character. She makes a lot of decisions that I'm like, why are you doing that? And she makes decisions in this book as well that I'm like, why are you doing that? But at the end of the day, you got to understand that that is Rose. You can't really be too surprised that she's making stupid decisions. She set up the ending so well for the last book that I need to read it now. Like, even though this is an old series, I'm still itching to finish it up and see how it ends for Rose and all the other characters. I hope that the last book does not disappoint and that everything is wrapped up in a satisfying way. I didn't end up reading any more of The Silent Patient from my last update, so y'all know how I feel about the book so far. I'm enjoying it, but there's just parts of the story that I don't think are needed. But I am very interested to see how this book ends and if our main character here ends up speaking or what. Although the past couple of weeks were a bit busy for me and I didn't read too much, I am so proud of all my progress and all the planning and preparation I've done for my Patreon launch and my Bookstagram launch as well. If you choose and are able to join me on either of these new platforms, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll talk to y'all over there. But I'm going to end this video here. If you've made it to the end of this video, please comment below some of the celebration party emojis to celebrate me turning 1 year old here on Booktube. As always, all of my accounts and links are down below in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!